Good morning and welcome, everyone, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. You know how I start every show, guys? Good morning, Dionne.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk to you about, guys. A lot of discounts to tell you about, and we have a great show. Two amazing cappers are going to be joining us in a few minutes. But first, I want to talk about last night.
Yes.
Dionne finally granted me that divorce. I'm just kidding. No, last night we went to Monday's Dark. You may know Mark Chinook as all sports fans. He is the hype man for the Vegas Golden Knights. He's in the stands and he rings the bell and the cannon and all that stuff with the celebrities. He's also the hype man for the Las Vegas Raiders. He does the same thing there. Does a great job. He's also the commentator and the announcer, I should say, for The Zone. That's Oscar De La Hoya's boxing company. He also started quite a few shows. Rock of Ages here. But he, 8 years ago, started an event called Monday's Dark. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of it, Mondays are normally the nights that our resident entertainers here on the Strip are off. So they call it Monday's Dark because these entertainers get together every 2 weeks on a Monday, and they donate their time for free, and they raise $10,000 for a different local charity every 2 weeks. So they do 26 of these a year. It's amazing. Last night, the charity was the Casino Canine Foundation. So it's for the dogs that, that need help, that patrol our casinos here on the Strip and keep us safe. They specialize in bomb sniffers and gun sniffers and stuff like that. But, they need funding too. So we raised $10,000 last night. It was a Beatles theme. Now, I'm not the biggest Beatles fan. I don't want to get some war over the Beatles, but I'm not the biggest Beatles fan. But, man, we had some great singers, great entertainers last night. A good friend of ours, Travis Clark, who you all know as the lead singer, Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys on Broadway and here in Vegas. We had Jonathan Carant. We had some great people. Guitarist for my buddy, Stephen Piercy, who's the lead singer of Rat. He is now Stephen Piercy's Rat. He tours us. His guitarist was there last night. Some other great entertainers from the U.S. Our good friend Kelly Vaughn was there yesterday. But we had so much fun. 2 weeks from now, they're going to be doing NAMI, which is the
for mental health illness, and
for mental health
will be Aerosmith.
Mental health illness, and it's an Aerosmith theme. And I will tell you, while Stephen Tyler is undergoing some personal issues right now. We wish him luck. He's a friend of ours. Him and Joe Perry. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Perry or somebody shows up. Guys, come join us 2 weeks. Aerosmith, Monday's Dark.
And we might see you maybe in some spandex.
Me in spandex. That's only. I told you to stop telling everybody about our bedroom stuff. All right, it's ridiculous. We do a little role play. In 23 years, you got to keep it fresh. Other than that, I had a good day yesterday. I went 2-1 in my baseball releases. It was great. It was a great day. We got some great stuff to tell everyone about. So later on today, guys, tune into Full Count, Sports Memo's MLB betting coverage show, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. John Ryan, the hardest working man in sports betting, will be hosting. Joining him, the Southern Assassin, Rocky Atkinson, and JM Sports, who just started over the last week doing shows here at Sports Memo. We're very proud of him, and Rocky's been a friend of mine for 15 years. So tune into that before you make any of your MLB betting decisions for today. Dionne, we got some discounts.
We do. Joey and I have that huge discount right now for you. 7 days, all sports. All you have to do is use code SWEEP7 upon checkout. And the great folks over at Sports Memo also have that big $7 special. That is the last day to use this special. You get a 30-day all access from your favorite handicapper for just $210. That's right, $7 a day. You get all 5-unit plays included, which are normally $39 alone. Today is the last day to jump on that opportunity. The code is June 30 upon checkout. And you know what else today is?
Tell me what today is, darling.
Today is $2 Tuesday. That's right, $2 Tuesday over at Sports Memo. 3 amazing handicappers. This lovely gentleman over here, Joe D'Amico, along with the Gold Sheet and Ross Benjamin, have their $2 plays up today, or you can get all 3 amazing winning handicappers for just $5.
I said it before, and I'll say it again, the best customer appreciation on this planet, especially in this business Sports Memo. Guys, you can't get a lap dance on a Boulder Highway strip club for $5. And the girl's only got 3 teeth. It's like $1.25 a tooth. So go over there. Ross, the Gold Sheet. I am honored to be being the featured capper with those 2 guys today. $5 on 3 big plays. Now, with any further ado, because you know how much I hate ado, we've got a great show today. Joining us and making a house call, guys, the Surgeon General of Sports Betting, Dr. Chuck, and fresh off his tour with New Kids on the Block, the newest kid on the Sports Memo betting block, Eric Pauly. Welcome, Doc. Welcome, Eric. Happy Tuesday to you both. They're quiet today.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the morning show. Great to have you guys back full time. It's I know.
Yeah, Joe and Dionne, you both look finally back to 100%.
Absolutely, but I got to tell you, Eric, even me at 50%, I'm a good-looking son of a bitch. I'll tell you that now. No, honestly, and I know Dr. Chuck, he's in the medical profession. You know, he's not just a doctor of sports betting. You know, he was giving us some good advice while we were dealing with COVID. The best advice I give anybody out there that's married and you and your spouse get COVID at the same time, go get a hotel room so you're not in the same room at the same time, the same house. It was a nightmare dealing with her. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. But thank you, Eric. Thank you, Doc. You know, this COVID situation, I want to get into some debate or some talk over it. This is a betting show. But we're just happy that we're back. Obviously, we're feeling right back at full strength. And now, even better than that, and I will tell you this, guys, I love Vegas. I came here when I was 20 years old on vacation. My father got me and a few of my friends a 5-room suite at the old Aladdin. I loved Vegas so much. I was 20 years old. I bought a house during my stay. I never went back to New York. I love New York, epicenter of the universe. Our weather, it is about 100 degrees every day. Morning, we're getting about 15% humidity. Then it goes down to 5, 6, 7%. So it's not the heat that gets you. It's the humidity. We've been sitting out back every day for a little time. My dad joins us. He's great. We got to start telling him he can't wear a Speedo. No, he's 90. And our 4 dogs. So I want you to know, guys, this is the time of year. Make a trip to Vegas. It is popping. I'm too old for the day in nightclubs, but we've got the best day in nightclubs. Great restaurants, great hotels, great shopping, centrally located. You got Boulder Highway. You got the dam. You got Grand Canyon, California right next door. But I will tell you, entertainment capital of the world. We got some great shows upcoming. Come visit the Vegas. I got extra rooms. You want to come down? Join me. Having said that, without any further ado, let's go right into some free plays for today's action. The First Lady of Las Vegas has been crushing it with her free plays. She's doing pretty good on her premiums as well. She's got something she wants to tell you about on the premium side tonight and the free play. Dionne, take it away, darling.
Absolutely. Well, folks, I have just one big winner in baseball today in my MLB double play. It's posted right now over at SportsMemo for just $10. And yesterday's free play did get postponed, but I have a nice free winner for you today in the National League. The one thing that can compel me to put a free play on Cincinnati Reds today is the fact that they're playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm sorry.
That was funny.
They're just horrible. The Diamondbacks have dropped 8 of their last 11 outings, and during those 8 defeats, their offense has accounted for a total of 9 runs. Guys, you don't need a calculator to figure out that this team has absolutely no offensive prowess whatsoever. The Cincinnati numbers aren't too much better, but don't kid yourself. They are still better.
True.
They are.
That's true.
They blanked the Diamondbacks yesterday, 7-0. And today, they send one of the most exciting young pitchers in baseball to the mound. Graham Ashcroft takes the hill at home. He has made 3 starts this season, and the team has won all 3 of those starts. He sports a 2-0 record with a 1.53 ERA. Like I said, he's pitching well, and the team is very excited about his future with them. Taking the hill on the road is Tyler Gilbert. The lefty, he is 0-2 with a 5.02 ERA. Arizona is 1-4 the last 5 versus the NL Central, 1-4 the last 5 versus right-handed starters, and 1-4 the last 5 overall. Look for Cincinnati to carry over some momentum from yesterday's big win here today. Take the Reds.
That's a very good breakdown. They're really good. I like that they're carrying over the momentum. That makes a lot of sense as a sports bettor. Sports fans, the First Lady of Vegas says take the Reds. It's a winner. Go over to Sports Memo right now. After the show, I should say, right after the show. Double play for just $10. Let's bring the crew back on, guys. When you're sick, you go to a doctor. And when you're sick of losing, there's only one doctor in sports betting. He's Dr. Chuck. He's doing some great work. He's all over the lead of 3, 7, 30 days. He does great work, multiple sports, lots of plays, lots of action for you guys that love action. But he puts his money where his mouth is, and he's on those leaderboards. Let's go to Dr. Chuck. He's going to tell you what he's excited about maybe tonight. And he's got another big free winner for you because he kicks butt on this show. Doc, give everybody a shot in the arm of a big free winner for everyone.
Shot in the arm. Yeah, so we are off. Hopefully everyone joined us last night. We're off our big 10-unit win, the first one of the month with the Blue Jays, a rocking chair winner. And I say often, sometimes there's lengthy caps, and then there's sometimes where I just say it's everything. And that's kind of what the Blue Jays was yesterday. So trying to carry that momentum forward. Dionne and I both had free play on the Guardians, and much like we saw as I was looking out the window right prior to the game, it did not go. So we do get that same pitching matchup today, but I'm looking at a game that probably not a lot of people are interested in going for. I am taking the Oakland Athletics, getting the 1.5 here at even money. They're going to Truist Field in Atlanta, where the Braves are coming back from a 7-game road trip out west. Arizona, Colorado plays a lot into this. I focus a lot on VMI, and I won't get into the entirety of the VMI and the ADI stuff, but it's visual memory index. Teams coming from Coors, no matter where they're going, even if it's a hitter's park like Truist, are going to have a hard time adjusting. They're back. The Braves have the best VMI at plus 45 on the entire season, 30 points higher than any other team. Next closest is plus 15. And tonight they arrive at home to face Cole Irvin from the left side, who's not a guy that a lot of people want to back. Kevin and John and I have talked about him a lot on the Full Count show. But tonight he's got a great situation where the Braves have a negative 14 VMI. They're not going to be able to hit his fastball. Doesn't really matter what they've done recently. And the A's are unbelievable road warriors this season, folks. They're 13-12 straight up on the road, 19-6 against the run line. The return on investment's unbelievable there, and they just, continue to be underrated. And yes, they're 20-36, but they're 20-36 for a reason. One of the reasons is who they're going to go see again tonight, and Matt Olson, who they traded in the offseason, as well as Chapman. And, this is just one of those things where the Braves are going to get all the money, and I don't think they're the right side, and I am playing the money line on the A's tonight as well.
Gotta love Dr. Chuck. As usual, man, guys, I've been doing this over 30 years in this business, and I got to tell you, one of the best analysts I've ever seen. He breaks down the game as good or better than anybody I've ever seen, and he puts his money where his mouth is. He's all over those SportsMemo leaderboards. Dr. Chuck, great breakdown. Thank you. And I got to tell you, man, sports fans, after the show, I know it's $2 Tuesday, and the 3 featured cappers usually get most of the buys.
Go get it.
Go follow Dr. Chuck. It's the last day for that 30-day all access, $7 a day. Use code June 30. Go follow Dr. Chuck. You're going to get a lot of action. You're going to make a lot of money. And this is the time of year, guys. I know NHL, NBA, we're basically done. We have baseball. This is what we call, quote unquote, idle in the business. This is a time of year where you could build up your bankroll to go into college or pro football season. And there's no one better to do that for you than Dr. Chuck. I love him. We're going to go from the doctor to Eric Pauly. Now, guys, Eric Pauly because before he came aboard SportsMemo as a handicapper over the last several weeks, and he's doing great work. He's all over the leaderboards. He writes a lot of columns for Wager Talk and SportsMemo, and he's doing great work, and we're very, very happy to have him as a regular on the First Family Show. So we're going to go to Eric Pauly. He's going to tell you what he's got going on tonight that he's excited about on the premium side, and he's going to give it another free winner. Eric, take it away.
Yeah, I appreciate that a ton, Joe. And I have to echo your sentiments about Dr. Chuck. He's really been off to an absolutely fantastic baseball season so far. So I would definitely take a look at Dr. Chuck and what he's got going on. For me, I'm actually 4-1 in my last 5. That includes a 5% winner a couple days ago and a 4% winner last night. So the return on investment has been there for me lately. Tonight, I have not only this free pick that I'm going to be giving out for everybody, but a 3-pack of plays on SportsMemo. So I'd certainly recommend not only checking out my 3-pack, but also Dr. Chuck's plays tonight, as well as the 3 handicappers for $5 and taking a look at Joe's play. But for my free play today, I'm going for a matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers, and I'm looking at the over of 8.5 runs. The Phillies canned their manager, Joe Girardi, recently, and since they canned him, they've actually been on a 4-game winning streak. The Phillies are 25-29 on the season, so they've been very disappointing considering how they built their team around their pitching and their offense to only, still be 4 games below 500 at the stretch and sitting in 3rd place in the NL East. Look at Milwaukee, and they're on a 3-game losing streak after beating the Brewers in the first game of that series. The Padres in the first game of that series. And the Brewers were actually blanked in 2 of those 3 games. They did not score a single run. But I think the matchup tonight is really going to help them, on offense, and they will definitely benefit from facing Ranger Suarez of the Phillies. The lefty has a 4.69 ERA, a 1.56 WHIP, and a 4.45 fielding independent of pitching. So he is honestly a very shaky starter. The Phillies have lost his last 3 starts, and he's allowed 3.3 runs over that stretch. He also walks a ton of batters, and opponents have a 324 batting average on balls in play against him. So not only is he, 1, allowing free passes on the base pass, but 2, the pitches that are being hit are being smoked and are being recorded as hits for opposing teams. The Brewers don't really hit too well against lefties or too well in general, but Suarez is certainly a target for him to bounce back. And on the other side, you got Jason Alexander making the start for the Brewers, and this is his 2nd start of the season, so there's not a ton of data on him. But looking at the Phillies lineup, they have the 2nd best OPS on the road this season. Their on base plus slugging is a 759. They have a 712 OPS against righties. So given the strength of the Phillies certainly being their offense, the Brewers facing one of the, I guess, worst starting pitchers that the Phillies could throw out against them. I'm really not a Suarez fan at all. Bad pitcher, unknown pitcher, looking at a ton of offense here. And I'm looking at the over for runs on this game.
Sports fans, Eric Pauly says over. Phillies, Brewers. Now, guys, I got to tell you, while he is new to the sports memo handicapping area, he certainly isn't new to winning. He breaks down a game amazing, just amazing stuff. And since he joined the handicapping side of Sports Memo, he's all over the leaderboards. This is a wonderful time to jump right in with Eric Pauly. 30 days, $7 a day. Use code June 30 right after the game. Eric and Dr. Chuck.
I have one question, though, for Eric.
Of course.
Sure.
I know he's the newest kid on the block over at Sports Memo, and he's doing some great work. I want to see Eric's dance moves from when he was in his boy band. Guys, he's young looking. Honestly, I want to go on a limb and say Dr. Chuck probably tried out for New Kids on the Block too, because he looks young. I'll tell you. I feel so old when I'm on the panel with you guys, but I can't believe that you're trying to steal my shine. You're my spotlight. This is my spotlight. I hardly give you a chance to talk. No, I'm kidding. Guys, I love Eric. See his dance moves.
I like to see your dance moves. I tell you what, Dr. Chuck would prescribe to you some seizure medicine when you dance, because you are not a very
that's because I learned them all from you, baby.
Absolutely. I love it. Sports fans, I love it. I love it. Go over, like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the first lady. Eric Pauly doing some great work. It is the last day. Take advantage of that $7,000 day. Eric and Dr. Chuck going to be sticking around for some final thoughts and comments. I've got a free play, if I may, guys. First of all, doot. 5% play alert. Fresh off a 10% game of the year winner in game 2 of the finals on Sunday. I just keep getting you paid this NBA postseason. As a matter of fact, I'm on a 6-1 overall in the NBA playoffs. This does include a 5-1 record with my 10% and 5% releases. This Wednesday for game 3, I continue to bust the books with another big game winner, my 5% Las Vegas strip move game of the year. My friends, when all of my Las Vegas odds making, sportsbook, and sports betting sources come in with the same team as my analysts and I, it becomes a Las Vegas strip move play. This Wednesday, I have my LVSM game of the year. So follow the best big game hunter on the planet. Get on my hot streak, and let's strike it rich this Wednesday. Game of the year. Let's go to my free play today. I've been doing pretty good with my free plays. I'm excited about this game. Sports fans, the New York Yankees are getting so much ink that people are forgetting about the rest of the American League East. Trailing by 7 games in the division, the Toronto Blue Jays are playing phenomenal baseball. 32-22, finding success both at home and on the road. Outside of the fact that they have to win just to try to keep somewhat of a pace with New York, they also have Tampa Bay hot on their trails, guys. They're only 1 game behind them, all right, in the division. The Blue Jays are running red hot. Just over the last 2 weeks, 10-2 run. In those 10 victories over the last 12 outings, their offense has exploded for no less than 6 runs 9 times. Guys, that would be enough, but their pitching staff has been just as outstanding. They're yielding 3 or less runs 7 times during that span. They took game 1 of the series with the Royals yesterday with authority, slamming them. Guys, they slammed them 8-0. This is just amazing stuff. That win gave them 4 consecutive victories going back to last season and an overall 7 wins over the last 10 matchups with their AL rival. Speaking of KC, they possess the worst overall record in baseball, 17-36 PU. They dwell in the Central Division cellar, 13.5 games back. And folks, they're equally bad at home as they are on the road. This is a team struggling on both sides of the field. They rank 26th in scoring, 3.68 runs per game, 27th in pitching, 5.16 team ERA. They've dropped 14 of the last 17 contests, guys. Their hitting has been erratic, to say the least. but their pitching has been downright deplorable. They've allowed 6 or more runs in 13 of those last 17 games. Today, they sent Brad Keller to the hill. The righty 1-6 with a 4.15 as the team has lost his last 5 turns. For the Blue Jays, Alex Manoah takes the mound. The righty 6-1 with a 1.98, and the team has won his last 3 starts and 7 of his overall 10 turns in 2022. Toronto 6-0 the last 6 on the road, 8-1 the last 9 played versus right-handed starters, 7-2 the last 9 versus 7-2 the last 9 played as a favorite. They're good in this role. By the way, during their 4-game win streak over KC, they've outscored them 23-5, and not one of those victories have come by less than 2 runs. So I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the run line here, guys. Take them. It's a winner. I want to get everybody back up. I want to get Dr. Chuck back in there. We lost him for a minute. Doc, are we having bad weather by you again?
Yeah, same storms.
No, I'm sorry. But listen to me.
They're going through today, but
leave some cash on the counter. Tell the wife and the kids you're going to go out to Vegas for a while. Stay with us. Yeah. We got an extra room. Just bring a Speedo or something. You're fine. We'll be fine. Other than that, guys, before we go into our announcements and break down and go run down the free plays for today, Eric, any final thoughts or comments for everybody out there?
My final thoughts really are that I'm running hot. I'm continuing to run hot, and I'm going to, of course, look to continue to increase the units and the percentage of wins that I have for my clients. So I would certainly recommend taking a look at Joe's $2 Tuesday pick of the day, as well as the amazing work Chuck's going on. But my train is rolling. It's not stopping anytime soon. So now's a great time to get on board.
The train is rolling. Eric, Pauly. Dr. Chuck, closing thoughts and comments for the Tuesday First Family Show.
Yeah, always go get that 3-pack of $2 cappers. It's just, I mean, it's a great deal. And, you know, I want you to have been on with me yesterday for the 10-unit play. I hate recommending that you hop on right after a 10-unit play win, but we're going to keep going. You know, like Joe said, there's volume. We're really hard into WNBA right now and number 1 at that as well. So, you know, hopefully we will, keep going towards our plus 200 unit goal for another MLB season.
Gotta love them, guys. Eric, Pauly, and Dr. Chuck. Dionne, we have a few announcements. I want to run down the free plays, and then let's take off because I want to go by the pool and have a cold beer. Well, actually, I should have some rum because if you drink rum, you're not a drunk. You're a pirate. Dionne, take it away, baby.
Well, Joey and I do have that huge discount going on right now for you. 7 days, all sports, all inclusive. All you have to do is use code SWEEP7 upon checkout. That gives you 7 days from either one of us. We also have that amazing special, which is the last day today. So hop on board and get a 30-day all access from your favorite handicapper for just $210. That's right, $7 a day. That includes all 5% plays, normally priced at $39 alone. Jump on that because today is the last day, June 30 upon checkout. And today is also $2 Tuesday over at SportsMemo. You get 3 amazing handicappers, $2 a piece, Joe D'Amico, the Gold Sheet, and Ross Benjamin. Or you can get all 3 of these amazing handicappers winners for just $5.
And sports fans, don't forget to tune in later today to Full Count SportsMemo's MLB betting coverage show. Coming to you live 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. John Ryan's hosting. Joining him, Rocky Atkinson, JM Sports. Tune into that before you make any of your Tuesday MLB betting decisions. And go over to YouTube, Sports Memo. Tons of free content. Go to the Sports Memo YouTube page. Also, go to Sports Memo Twitter channel. Twitter page. I'm sorry. I'm backwards today. I'm dyslexic.
I'm the backwards man.
Guys, go to the Sports Memo Twitter page. The best collection of cappers on the planet at Sports Memo. We post a ton of free stuff. Also, follow Eric Pauly at Slime Action, Dr. Chuck at Dr. Chuck Sports. Dionne, what's your
You can find me over at the First Lady of Vegas, and you can find Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins.
Let's run the games down. The First Lady of Vegas, what did you have for everybody today?
I am going with the Reds.
The doctor, Dr. Chuck.
A's keeping it close.
A's keeping it close. Eric Pauly, take it away.
We're looking for runs, and more runs into the Phillies and Brewers. We're going with the over.
And your sexy and savory host is the Blue Jays on the run line, minus a run and a half. Dionne, if you could take us out of here so I could go have my beer, please.
Absolutely. So tune in every day this week for special guests and more free winners. On behalf of Eric, Dr. Chuck, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.